thing I like to say, I was not allowed to vote, so. But we're really honored to accept this award, and I think I've been a juror in the traditional advertising world, and it's funny when a submission like this comes into an award show like the Clios or the Andes or Cannes, you'll hear jurors in the room saying, oh, Nike+ was already awarded. You know, it's 5 years old. And what I'm excited about tonight, when I saw the enthusiasm from the jury, I didn't have to say anything about this app, is people here recognize the value of platforms and systems, things that we build that are not ephemeral and fleeting, that actually we improve upon over time by seeing how people use them, and we keep launching new features and new functionality. So this is a great example of software really that's been around for more than 5 years, and the team, some of the people, Jill Nussbaum was the original attraction designer on Nike+ 5 years ago, and this team is now looking at how do you apply these learnings to other sports. So I think it's really a testament, this award, to our ability to create sustainable experiences.
What stood out for me most is, well, from a product perspective, I was always intrigued when I knew that this product was coming out, because to me, one of the problems with Nike+ from the beginning was that it was stuck with this chip in the shoe, and that there were a lot of competitors that came out that were using GPS and were touting themselves as more serious, and this sort of equaled the field, but then it went even farther, sort of tying into a lot of the existing functionality, which made a very complicated product. Like, I really encourage you to take one of those 2 million slots and download it. It's deceivingly simple. You know, as setting it up, it's very slow, it takes you through it. You never once really wonder where you are, but after you've used it, especially for a run, you really sort of, especially as user experience professional, you really start to get staggered at the amount of complexity that's stuck in this tiny screen and sort of laid out in a way that's quite intuitive.
Looking at, like, they really looked at, like, okay, it's been out, people are using it, now what? Right? What are people using? What are people requesting? You know, what's the day in the life of this audience of ours that we're sort of nurturing in real time? That's nice. Okay, now let's update accordingly, right? And I thought that was really, really interesting to see the choices they made and the fact that they were really into it and saying, you know, this is in amber. This is a growing, living product. Where should we take it? Which I thought was very nice.
This was one of those entries that when I was, as a juror, I was like just wringing my head, because I was like, this is really amazing to look at. And I wanted to also be conscious of the fact that it wasn't supposed to be a beauty contest. Like, it's Nike, it's like, you know, like, I'm sure they're winning Webbies and Clios just for the sexy factor, but I think that, for me, I have mixed emotions about social media. Like, I got this like privacy hang up, apparently. Not enough, maybe, but what I noticed is that this wasn't, let's design a social media app for sharing. This was, you know, let's, like, I have a soft spot for these, you know, anything that can physically evoke a change in your body. This is actually technology that can make you change physically. And that scores big points with me. And the option to share is, it's just that, it's optional. You know, if you choose not to tweet about this once, you can still make a better, you know, you can actually get in shape or something. But it also harnesses our innate tendency to be competitive against each other in a really good way. So it is one of the few examples that I've seen where this is social media for good, you know, for the power of good. So that's, it brought technology and industrial design together in a really good way, and in a physical way that gave me a choice as to whether or not I wanted to tweet or share. So that was a trifecta for me.